edition of the National Football League.
It is a gusty and windy night here from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Snoop Dogg welcomes the Terrible Towels in attendance here today as the AFC North Pittsburgh Steelers are set to take on the AFC South's Houston Texans. And here come the AFC North champs. Final game of Wild Card Weekend, one final playoff spot to move into between these two teams. Winner will move on to the divisional round. Pittsburgh wins the AFC North in the final game of the regular season with a win over the Baltimore Ravens, 10-7 on the season. Houston, after a slow start to the season, really turned it on, backing behind their defense, 12-5 coming in. And they're looking to take on the New England Patriots if they can get a win here. We are underway here from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers will begin with the football, and they will begin just shy of the 30-yard line. So here comes veteran, future Hall of Fame quarterback Aaron Rodgers, his 21st NFL season. And he makes the playoffs again, this time in a Steelers uniform under Mike Tomlin. And the Steelers looking to prove a lot of the critics wrong, saying that the Steelers each and every year, quote-unquote, waste a playoff spot. See if they can get it done here today. Steelers will start at the 27-yard line, and our first play of the game is a Warren handoff up the middle, and he gains just one back across the line of scrimmage. Kenneth Gainwell checks in at running back now on play number 2. He gets it, breaks a tackle, and then quickly brought down just across the 30-yard line, and it will be an early third down test here for Pittsburgh. 3rd down and 6 after 4 yards on the last 2 plays. This Texans defense averaging just 17 points a game against opponents this season. Rodgers floats it, sideline, and incomplete, nearly picked off. And a 3-and-out forced very early by Houston's defense, and the pass was knocked away to bring up 4th. So Pittsburgh goes 3-and-out. Rodgers starts off 0 for 1, and the Steelers punt it away. We'll see the Texans offense begin near the 25. So here comes C.J. Stroud and company, 23-year-old back into the postseason. Just over 3,000 yards passing through the air. Woody Marks, their leading rusher, at just over 700. It's been a passing attack this year for Houston. C.J. Stroud, completion percentage of 64.5. He averages 7.2 yards per throw, 217 yards a game. And he will look to take on the Steelers defense in what could be a defensive battle here in Pittsburgh. On first down, a quick throw is to Nico Collins. And a first down and a gain of 12 on the first play from scrimmage. Nico Collins, their leading receiver, 71 catches in the regular season, 6 touchdowns, along of 57. And 324 yards after the catch, over 1,100 on the season. Stroud fires downfield and pass is caught. Back-to-back plays to Nico Collins, and they take it into Steeler territory. Good start for Stroud. So back-to-back throws to Nico Collins, their leading receiver, looking to torch this Steeler defense. First down, ball up to the 41. Here is Marks. Woody Marks breaks loose. And another first down for Houston. 20 yards for Marks and every play has resulted in a first down thus far. And they are marching very quickly here against this Steeler defense. First down just outside the red zone. Opening drive here for Houston. On first down, Stroud steps up, fires, pass caught, touchdown. What a start for the Texans. And it's Jaden Higgins who brings it in for the score. What a start to this game for Houston. Every single play went for a first down until the last one that resulted in a touchdown. And they marched the field against this Steeler defense. Shake of the head from Mike Tomlin. His team off to a slow start. Houston starts the game with fireworks, and they lead 7-0 in the blink of an eye. So their defense forces a quick 3 and out. Their offense on just 4 plays goes 74 yards. And the Texans lead 7-0 here on the road. Fairbairn on to send it away for the Texans' early lead here in Pittsburgh from the 5-yard line. The return out to the 24, just shy of the 25. And that's where Aaron Rodgers and company will begin. Just one throw on that first drive for Rodgers. It was an incompletion as he tried to push it downfield to Adam Thielen. A couple runs, one for Warren and one for Gainwell. Only 4 yards on that opening drive, and they watched Houston go down and take an early lead. So now we'll see how Pittsburgh responds to the Texans' opening drive touchdown. Back to the ground. It's Warren who gets back to the line, and that's about it. There's DK Metcalf. He served that 1-game suspension at the end of the regular season. Back in the lineup today. Rodgers has only thrown it 1 time in 4 plays. This time they go play action. Rodgers under pressure, and he gets hit as he releases it. And it's incomplete, bringing up 3rd down. This Texans defense gets home very quickly. Their front has been electrifying, especially in the back half of the season. They were runners-up in the AFC South. The Jacksonville Jaguars, who got eliminated yesterday to Buffalo, won the division. Rodgers up the sideline, got a man, and it's dropped. Valdez-Scantling, it hit right off his hands, and he couldn't bring it in. It's 4th down, and the Steelers go 3 and out for the 2nd straight drive. And what a throw that time by Rodgers, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling just couldn't bring it in. So another punt here for Pittsburgh. From the 21-yard line, this one is returned out near the 30. 8 yards on the return. Here comes C.J. Stroud. Absolutely dominated that first drive. They ran just 4 plays to get down into the end zone. 3 of them were pass plays. All 4 plays resulted in a first down or a touchdown. They had the one handoff to Woody Marks. That was a 20-yard run. And then the touchdown pass to Jaden Higgins for Houston on their first drive. Here is Marks. Oh, big hit. What a play in the backfield. And maybe a little bit of revenge after that first drive for Cam Hayward. Loss of 3 on Woody Marks, who got popped. Empty backfield here for C.J. Stroud. Quick throw. Pass is caught And taking it inside the 30, Nico Collins again will bring up 3rd down and 7. Cole Holcomb there on the tackle for Pittsburgh. And now Houston looking to avoid a 3-and-out. Third down and 7. Stroud hit as he throws, and it's nearly picked. Incomplete. Cam Hayward again, the pressure. And Houston goes 3-and-out. Good bounce back drive there for the Pittsburgh defense after giving up the march of a touchdown drive last time out. And Aaron Rodgers and company will come right back out onto the field. Houston on to punt it away. Fielded back inside the 20-yard line, and that's where Pittsburgh will begin. Back-to-back 3-and-outs for him to start the day. Aaron Rodgers flipped one deep downfield. Valdez-Scantling couldn't handle it. And Rodgers has already thrown it deep a couple times in this game, and so far he's 0 for 2. First down, Pittsburgh started the drive at the 17-yard line. Quick throw, pass is caught. And taking it for a 5-yard pickup. There for Aaron Rodgers to Pat Fryermuth, the tight end. So Pittsburgh still looking for their first down of the game. This is drive number 3 for them. Trips receivers to the right. DK Metcalf lines up in the slot. They give it to Gainwell, who got hit initially and then dropped. EJ Speed makes the tackle. First guy to hit him was Will Anderson Jr., and it's 3rd down again here for Pittsburgh. They're 0 for 2. Warren, the running back, 3rd down and 7. Rodgers pressured. He gets sacked. The ball's out. And the Houston defense falls on it. An early takeaway for the Texans defense. And it's Danielle Hunter with the recovery. Rodgers got hit right away. He had no chance. Danielle Hunter forces it and recovers it. And Houston takes over in the red zone. So CJ Stroud and company will come out starting at the 13-yard line after the fumble by Aaron Rodgers, who had absolutely no chance. What a play by Danielle Hunter. So now a first down after the takeaway. Houston looking to take advantage. Here's Marks, left side, fighting his way inside the 10. And it's 2nd down after a pickup of 4. From the 9-yard line, 2nd down. Stroud has time, goes underneath, pass is caught, and a touchdown. Christian Kirk. And Houston takes advantage of the takeaway and adds to their lead. And a dominating start here in Pittsburgh for the Texans. Fairbairn on for the extra point, and it is 14-0 here, just over halfway through this opening quarter. Points off the takeaway, the fumble forced by Danielle Hunter. 2 plays later, the touchdown pass from C.J. Stroud to Christian Kirk. And it's 14-0 already for the Texans. Fairbairn on to send it away here for Houston, leading 14-0 in the blink of an eye. From inside the 5-yard line, Kenneth Gainwell takes it out across the 25. So Aaron Rodgers, 2 3-and-outs and then a fumble. Pittsburgh has yet to pick up a first down in this game. They turned it over their last time, gave Houston a very short field, and now they're in a 14-0 hole here at home. And the early allegations, the talk throughout the week, Pittsburgh wasting a playoff spot year in and year out. And it's not off to a very good start to try to prove those people wrong right now. First down at the 26. They go play action on a bootleg to start the drive. Here's Freiermuth, who gets his feet taken out before he can get going. Good tackle by Jalen Petrie, and now it's a gain of 7 for Freiermuth. Second down for the Steelers after a pickup of 7. Here's Gainwell trying to stretch it to the edge, and he got around the corner just enough for the first down of the game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Will Anderson Jr. makes the tackle, but not before Pittsburgh picks up a first down. So after their first down pickup of the game, it's first down Pittsburgh. Play action. Rodgers slings it, and he's got Metcalf. Takes it into Houston territory, and DK Metcalf back in the lineup here for the playoffs, and he's got a first down, and Steelers are on the move. Good protection up front by that offensive line. DK Metcalf, who was working on Kamari Lassiter, gets behind him and picks up a good chunk play there for the Steelers. Another throw quickly to Metcalf. It's incomplete. Lassiter there in coverage again. And it's incomplete, bringing up second down. This Texans defense has been excellent this season. One of the best defenses in the NFL. Averaging just 17.4 points per game given up. Rodgers on second down, out of the reach of Adam Thielen, and now third down. That was a short miss from Rodgers, and now third down and 10 here for Pittsburgh. Third down and 10, they need to get to the 24. Rodgers steps up, hit from behind, and it hits Freiermuth. Incomplete fourth down. And it's Danielle Hunter again wreaking havoc. And now Pittsburgh's going to send the field goal unit out. Danielle Hunter on the last drive forced a strip sack fumble and recovered it. And now he forces an incompletion there. Here's Boswell to try to put Pittsburgh on the board. And Boswell is good through the wind. Gusts up to 20-plus miles an hour here in Acrisure today. But Boswell's able to put it through, and the Steelers are on the scoreboard. Boswell on to send it away for Pittsburgh, still trailing by 11 here at home. From inside the 5, right down the middle and taken across the 30-yard line is where Houston will begin. C.J. Stroud, a couple touchdown passes already here in this opening quarter. And our score already 14-3 in favor of the Houston Texans. First down, ball at the 33. Stroud to throw on first down, hits his tight end. underneath, pick up a 5, and that was Cade Stover. Stover, the second-year man out of Ohio State. 6'4", the 25-year-old. One of the few tight ends they have. They have Harrison Bryant. They have Dalton Schultz, who's their number 1, and Stover. Second down, here is Marks, who cuts it back, and Woody Marks fumbled the football. It's picked up, and here comes Houston inside the 30. Cade Stover scoops it up in the right place at the right time, and Houston has all the bounces going their way right now. Wow! I'm surprised he didn't take that one all the way to the end zone. And now Houston has it inside the 30-yard line. Marks again, and he gets brought down after a couple yards up the middle. That was actually Nick Chubb after Marks fumbled it on their last down. So everything going Houston's way right now. Marks checks back in at running back, second down. Here he is running to the right side, and he gets stuffed behind the line. Jalen Ramsey, the tackle. Brandon Eccles was down there again. He was the first guy to him. Ramsey finishes it off, and now third down. On third down, Stroud fires to the outside and incomplete. Looking for Dalton Schultz. Jalen Ramsey back there again, and it's fourth down. And the field goal unit will come out for Houston. Fairbairn puts it in, and it's 17-3. So a lot of scoring in this opening quarter. Both teams with field goals. Houston with 2 touchdowns as well. And it's 17-3 here with 2:31 to go in the opening quarter of play. Fairbairn on to send it away here for the Texans. From inside the 5-yard line. The return out to the 26. That's where Pittsburgh will begin. They got to try to figure it out. Best drive of the game their last time. They had to settle for 3. Aaron Rodgers has been under pressure early and often in this game. He already has a fumble in this one. And he's been hit a lot already. First down, Pittsburgh, starting at the 26, trailing by 14. Here's Warren, cuts it back. And Jalen Warren fights his way for about 9 yards. Good run on first down. So they have a couple capable backs in this backfield. You just saw Warren. You've also got Kenneth Gainwell. Warren led the team in rushing with 958 on the season. Gainwell 537. 6 touchdowns for Warren, 5 for Gainwell. It's been a split backfield on the season. Warren again, right side. He's got a first down as he barrels his way to the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh did not have an 1,000-yard receiver. DK Metcalf the closest at 850. And the next closest guy to him is Pat Freiermuth at 486. Gainwell in the outside, can't get back to the line, no gain, and in fact he lost half a yard. Under a minute to play in the opening quarter. 2nd and 11, and an errant pass by Aaron Rodgers. And now third down and long here for Pittsburgh. And the Boo Birds start to rain down here at Acrisure already. Third down and 11. Rodgers floats it, pass incomplete for DK Metcalf. And it's fourth down. And the Boo Birds start to rain down even harder now. Pittsburgh has been outplayed in this opening quarter by Houston, both on offense and on defense. And the Steelers go 3 and out once again. Good punt back to the 11-yard line and returned out across the 20 to the 25. Noel found the open space, takes it to the 25, and here comes C.J. Stroud back out there. 17 points put up by Houston in this opening quarter, 24 seconds to play in the first period. And it's 17-3 Houston. Stroud will start this drive under center, and they give it to Marks up the middle. And Woody Marks fights his way to the 30-yard line, pickup of 6, and that could take us to the end of the first quarter here in Pittsburgh. Final game of the wild card weekend. Only one of the games prior to this ended in a game that was more than one score difference, and that was last night's game between the Chargers and the Patriots. We have hit the end of one here in Pittsburgh. It's the Texans off to a hot start. 17-3 is our score after one. Start of the second quarter. It's Houston with the football, up by 2 touchdowns. 2nd and 4, Marks right side. He's got a first down as he barrels his way inside the 35. Cole Holcomb was there defensively for the tackle. First down, Houston, up to the 37. Marks, big hole, and Marks, 9 more yards. And Houston just doing whatever they want right now pretty much against this Steeler defense, who's got to try to staple down. They're getting marched on just up and down the field right now in this first half. Marks again. This time he gets stood up front. There was a number of Steelers in the area. Jalen Ramsey was in there. James Pierre was in there again, and it's third down. Third down and 2 here for Houston. Dalton Schultz lines up in the slot at the bottom of your screen. Stroud pressured, and Stroud is going to be sacked. It's a third down stop for Pittsburgh, and it's Alex Highsmith who gets home for the sack. And a much-needed defensive win there for Pittsburgh. And here comes the punt team. So Houston on to punt it away. Steelers going to get the ball back, trailing by 14. This one's going to go over his head and into the end zone, a touchback. And Pittsburgh will start at the 20-yard line. Aaron Rodgers leading the Steelers back out there. They had one decent drive that stalled in field goal range. That's where they got the 3 points. Other than that, they have struggled to move the football. They have a turnover, the fumble that led to one of the touchdowns for Houston. And a lot of 3-and-outs already in this game. First down starting at the 20-yard line. Rodgers over the middle, caught Metcalf. Good start. First down inside the 35. And another good catch for DK Metcalf. Missed the AFC North Championship game in Week 18 against Baltimore with the suspension. And DK Metcalf moves the chains on play number 1 of the drive. First down ball at the 37. Rodgers slings it wide open, caught, and taking it into Houston territory. Pat Freiermuth, his third catch already, and it moves the Steelers into Houston territory, trying to get back into this game early. First down, Pittsburgh, ball at the 44. Rodgers, quick throw, Freiermuth again, and he picks up a solid gain on first down of about 8 yards. Pittsburgh into field goal range once again to the 37-yard line, second down. Here is Gainwell running left side. Gainwell follows his blockers, picks up a first down and more as he takes it inside the 30. And Pittsburgh's on the move here, looking to strike to the end zone perhaps for the first time tonight. First down ball at the 27-yard line. To throw again. Rodgers has time, fires, and the pass is broken up. Looking for Calvin Austin, and it's incomplete, second down. Mike Tomlin starting to get a little bit more animated on the sideline with his team down by 14. On second down, Rodgers over the middle into traffic and incomplete. Broken up again. E.J. Speed delivers the blow on, I believe that was Austin again, and it's third down. Third down and 10 from the 27. Empty backfield here for Rodgers, third down and 10. Need to get to the 17. Four-man rush by Houston. Rodgers steps up, floats it, and incomplete. Threw it away, out of bounds, fourth down, nobody open down the field. And Houston's defense holds once again, and here comes the field goal team for the second time. So Boswell gets sent out there again, trying to make it an 11-point game. And it is up and through. He's 2 for 2. 11-point game here in Pittsburgh. Still a 2-score lead for the Texans. And Pittsburgh cannot finish drives right now. Boswell sends it away here for the Steelers from the 5-yard line. And Houston will start at the 26. So here comes the Texans offense back out. Woody Marks off to a good start. 8 carries, 40 yards. He averages 5 yards a carry. And Woody Marks off to a decent start in this game. Houston up by 11, 17-6 our score, 9:46 to go in the second quarter. And Houston starts this drive at the 27-yard line. Marks on first down. Finds the hole. Woody Marks. First down run. Pickup of 11. And Woody Marks continues his good first half. And the Boo Birds rain down here at Acrisure again. Very underwhelming start for Pittsburgh, I'm assuming, for their fans. First down ball at the 37. Here's Nick Chubb. And Chubb fights his way for about 6 more yards inside the 40. On paper, Houston has dominated this game. They lead 17-6. Doing pretty much whatever they want against this Steeler team. Up by 11. Woody Marks Hit and dropped in the backfield. Steelers read it well that time. And now third down on the way. Good play on the edge for Pittsburgh. Brandon Echols was the first guy to him, third down. They need to get to just across the 47-yard line on third down. Stroud pressured, and Stroud is going to be sacked. It's Highsmith again. Second straight drive where Highsmith gets a sack on third down. And Houston is forced to punt again. And the Steelers defense keeping them in it right now. So Houston on to punt it away. Steelers going to get the ball back. Good punt, fielded inside the 15-yard line and can't even get back to the 20. Good coverage downfield by Houston, and that's where Aaron Rodgers and company will begin this next drive. They trail by 11. Looking to go down and score again, make it a one-score game. Just over halfway through the second quarter. First down starting at the 17. Rodgers sets up a screen for Gainwell. Blockers in front. Kenneth Gainwell's got a first down as he had to fight his way across the line to gain. But Gainwell's got it. Pickup of 11. And a good start to the drive for Pittsburgh. On first down, here is Gainwell. And Kenneth Gainwell fights his way forward for about 4 yards there on first down. Brings up second down. So Pittsburgh trying to establish the running game. It's been kind of off and on. Jaylen Warren and Gainwell splitting carries a lot so far in this game. But it's been Kenneth Gainwell on all three plays now on this drive, 2nd and 6. Rodgers underneath. Austin, catch and run. Calvin Austin is gone. He got a block downfield and he takes it all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It was just a simple underneath throw. It was only about 5 yards in the air. And Calvin Austin uses his speed. He got a great block downfield by Adam Thielen. And the Steelers are right back in business. A lightning strike for Pittsburgh. Extra point try to make it a 4-point game. And it is up and through. We've got ourselves a ball game here in Pittsburgh. 3 plays, 82 yards. And the touchdown catch and run by Calvin Austin. Got a great block downfield. From inside the 5-yard line, the return for Houston will bring him out across the 20 before he gets buried. And here comes Houston back out there. Their offense has started to hit a little bit of a wall here in the second quarter. They were off to a tremendous start. And now Pittsburgh has clawed their way back in. It's a 4-point game, 17-13 our score, with just under 6 minutes to go before halftime. First down starting at the 23. It's a flip to Marks, running right side. Got hit, stayed upright, and turns it into a positive play. Cole Holcomb delivered the blow, but Marks was able to keep his footing and picks up 4 yards. Second down and 6. Stroud sets up a screen for Marks. And Marks breaks a tackle and picks up a first down. Joey Porter Jr. there on the tackle. First guy to him, couldn't bring him down, and Houston moves the chains. First down, ball at the 33. Here is Marks up the middle on the handoff, and he picks up 4 more yards. And he's a little slow to get up. Asante Samuel Jr. was there in on the tackle. Second down. Woody Marks stays in the game after being banged up on that previous play. Second down here for Houston. Stroud sets up a screen for Marks. Another one. Gets the edge, and Marks gets close to the sticks, and they spot him right there. First down, Houston. And now this drive approaches midfield. Under 4 minutes to go before halftime. RPO to the outside. Pass is caught and getting the first down. To the 45-yard line, taking it into Pittsburgh territory. First down, ball up to the 45, extra tight end into the right. And they hand it off going that way. Marks gets stuttered in the backfield, and he goes down for a loss. The tackle was made by Hayward, but that pressure was designed by T.J. Watt. And it's second down. Marks again, up the middle. He runs, and he bursts through close to a first down. Sets up a more manageable third down and 2, as that will take us down to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. It started off all Houston. Pittsburgh starting to come to life. It's a 4-point game approaching halftime. Third down and 2 here for Houston. Ball at the 37, just into field goal range. They give it to Marks. He's got a first down as he fights his way inside the 35. Pick up a 5 for Woody Marks. And Houston keeps the drive alive. It's been the Woody Marks drive. And now Nick Chubb checks into the game at running back. Stroud on the quick throw. Pass caught Collins. He's got a first down as he takes it inside the 20. And Houston marching the field on this Steeler defense right now. Nico Collins takes it into the red zone. Just a little quick slant. Nobody was there. Down to the 1-minute mark here in the first half. All 3 timeouts still for both sides. Here's the handoff. Marks. Good tackle. Alex Highsmith drug him down before he could get going, and it's a pickup of just 1 as the clock continues to tick down. Under 50 seconds and counting. And now a timeout taken by Houston with 46 seconds to go. .46 seconds to play. Second down here for Houston. Play action. Watch out. Stroud is dumped. No chance. It's James Pierre who comes in on the nickel blitz. And now third down and long. And Houston and Pittsburgh are going to keep the clock running. We're down under 40 seconds. And it's third down and long here for Houston. Under 30 seconds to go. Third down and 16. They need to get all the way up to the 9. Stroud underneath. Caught. Kirk can't get there. Fourth down inside the 15, and it looks like Houston's going to wind the clock to make this field goal try, their last play of the half. They call the timeout with 4 seconds left. And the final play of the first half will be a field goal attempt here for Houston. A little bit of a gusty day here in Pittsburgh. Shouldn't be any problem at this distance, though. And Fairbairn will come on to try to give the Texans a 7-point lead going into halftime. 39 yards, and he knocks it through, and it's a 7-point game with 2 seconds to go before halftime. Houston on to send it away, which could be the final play of the half, except he sends it into the end zone. Nope, we're going to get a return. Final play of the half. He's brought down just shy of the 25, and that will do it for the first half of play. The final wild card game of the season has Houston leading 20-13 at halftime. Start of the second half here from Pittsburgh. Houston with a 7-point lead coming out of the halftime break. Final AFC spot in the divisional round hangs in the balance for both of these teams. Pittsburgh kept themselves in that game in a first half that felt like for a little while that it was dominated by Houston. Pittsburgh came storming back in that second quarter. Houston with a 7-point lead, and we'll start with the football to begin the second half. And the return comes to the outside and across the 40 and up near midfield is where the kickoff return brings C.J. Stroud. So a good return, good starting field position for Houston, up by 7. First down, starting the second half at the 45-yard line. Woody Marks continues his heavy workload in this game. He picks up 5 yards to the midfield stripe. And Harmon was there on the tackle. Second down, here's a toss to Marks. Running to the near side, trying to get the edge, and he fights his way close to a first down, and he'll be just short. First guy there, Kyle Duggar, needed help to bring him down, and now third down and inches here for Houston on their opening drive of the second half. Under center is Stroud. It's a sneak by Stroud, and he got it. First down. Quarterback sneak never fails on short yardage. And C.J. Stroud puts it in for the first down. First down ball at the 44-yard line. Here's Marks again, and he tried to get to the edge. He does, but he's only brought down after a gain of 1. First guy there, Highsmith, couldn't bring him down, but then his team closed fairly quickly, and it's second down. So now on the edge of field goal range here, Houston up by 7, looking to extend their lead. Another toss. This is Chubb around the corner. He gets away, and Chubb gets 9. And Houston marching the field right now on their first drive of the second half. They're at the Steeler 35. Third down and a yard. Another short yardage third down here for Houston. This time it's Marks. He's got a first down easily, and he takes it to the 25. Pickup of 10 on third down and 1 for Woody Marks, who continues to torch this Steeler defense. First down ball at the 25. Play action. Stroud sets up deep in the pocket, looking downfield, no one open. Has to check it down underneath, and getting close to a first down and getting it is Agumba Wale for a first down. First down, taking it into the red zone. Ball at the 15, Stroud looking over the middle, caught and hit right away as Christian Kirky takes it inside the 10, and a pickup of 7 to the 7. And Houston knocking on the door. Second down ball at the 7-yard line. Marks hit by Watt and brought down. Loss of a yard on the play. TJ Watt came in very quickly. And now another third down on this drive for Houston. They need to get just inside the 5-yard line for a first down. It's third down. Stroud fires, caught, and it's a first down for Collins to the 1-yard line. Jalen Ramsey, the touchdown saving tackle, but Nico Collins takes it a yard away. Just outside the 1, it's first and goal. To throw is Stroud to the outside. It is caught with a touchdown. Stover. And Houston adds on to their lead. They had the tight end working on Jalen Ramsey. It's a height difference and a strength difference. Ramsey gave him a pop, but it didn't matter. Stover brings it in. The second-year man out of Ohio State has a playoff touchdown. And what a drive to start the second half for Houston. 5.5 minutes off the clock. Or excuse me, 6.5 minutes off the clock to take it down and score the touchdown. And it's a 14-point lead again for Houston. And here comes Aaron Rodgers getting ready to respond for Pittsburgh, who has been able to stay within striking distance, but Houston has led throughout this game. Just kind of going back and forth from 1-score games to 2-score games at this point. Fairbairn on to send it away for Houston. From inside the 10-yard line. The return out across the 25 is where Houston makes the tackle, and that's where Calvin Austin and company will come out. Just one catch in that first half for him. It was a 68-yard touchdown catch and run. That's the only touchdown Pittsburgh has put up in this game so far. They trail by 14, 27-13 our score, and Pittsburgh comes out for their first drive of the second half. First down Pittsburgh, start the drive with Warren up the middle. Has to fight his way for a few yards, just shy of the 30-yard line, and a pickup of 3. Difference in this game right now could be that fumble Aaron Rodgers had in the first quarter, back inside their own 15, that led to the Houston touchdown. Without that, it could be a much closer game. On second down, Rodgers. Pass caught wide open, Calvin Austin. He's got a few chunk plays in this game now as he takes it into Houston territory. Calvin Austin had that 68-yard touchdown in the first half, and now another big catch and run. He was all alone. Over halfway through this third quarter now. Steelers trail by 14 across midfield. Rodgers, quick throw, caught. Austin again takes it inside the 40. And a pickup of 5 for Calvin Austin, his third catch of the game. Haven't seen a ton of DK Metcalf in this game. He's made a couple catches, but not really a whole lot in this game for DK Metcalf. On second down, Gainwell tried to cut it back, and he meets a wall. Third down coming up, and it's To'o who makes the tackle. And now a third down test here for Pittsburgh. Just inside field goal range, down by 14. Third down and 4. They give it to Warren, running right side. He doesn't even get close. Interesting play call. And it brings up fourth down and decision time as Miles Bryant makes the tackle. And the Boo Birds start to rain down here in Pittsburgh. They did not like that play call. Slow developing play on third down, and they hand it off for a gain of 1. And now Boswell looks like he's going to come out to try to make it an 11-point game. 54 yards. It's a gusty day. Boswell is no good. He missed it. And this game stays right where it is. A 14-point lead for Houston as he pushes it wide to the right. And now C.J. Stroud, who has had an excellent game today, just 2 incompletions to 3 touchdowns, a $149 through the air. And now Houston in a prime opportunity to extend their lead up by 2 touchdowns. First down, Houston. Stroud keeps it, running right side. C.J. Stroud takes it across midfield. Gain of 7. First run of the game for C.J. Stroud. And this is where Houston can maybe put the Steelers away. Steelers offense hasn't been great in this game. 3 touchdown lead would be huge. Here is Marks up the middle, and he gets close, but not quite there. It's third down. Third down and 1 on the way here for Houston. And a big play upcoming on defense for the Steelers. All the big boys in up front. Third down and a yard. Stroud keeps it and lunges for the first down to the 45-yard line. Another quarterback sneak for Houston, and it works. C.J. Stroud moves the chains. First down ball to the 45. Here's a toss to Marks, and Heisman makes another play in the backfield. He has been all over the place for this Steelers front, and it's a loss of 3. Second down and long. Stroud. Good protection. Pass caught. Higgins, who scored the game's first touchdown, makes it a more manageable third down. As they take it inside the 40. It'll be third down and 2 here for Houston. Third down and 2. They're going to throw it. Stroud under pressure, and Stroud is going to go down. Patrick Queen, first guy to him. And a big sack for Pittsburgh, might have knocked him out of field goal range. Patrick Queen, who has had a quiet night tonight, haven't said his name a whole lot, gets in for the sack. It's fourth down. They're at the 43-yard line, and I believe Houston's going to punt this one away. And they are. Big win for Pittsburgh. Houston punts it away, looking to pin him back deep. Angles it towards the corner, but not enough. And Pittsburgh will start at the 20-yard line. Hanging into this game are the Steelers, but they need to go down and score. Approaching the fourth quarter, down by 2 touchdowns. Only one offensive touchdown in this game for Pittsburgh. Came on that 68-yard catch and run by Calvin Austin. Just a couple field goals to show besides that. First down ball at the 20. Rodgers over the middle, caught in stride. Beautiful throw to Adam Thielen. And a good start to the drive, taking it up near midfield. The veteran Thielen with the catch and run for a first down, Pittsburgh. Right over the top of E.J. Speed. And it's a first down for Pittsburgh. First down ball at the 46, delayed give. Gainwell gets barreled down just shy of midfield, and a pickup of 3 as we are down to the final minute here in the third. Second down and 7. Here's Warren, and he gets stuffed up front. Just a yard, maybe 2 for Warren, and now third down here for Pittsburgh, and this is a big conversion attempt. As we head towards the end of the third, Pittsburgh does not have to snap it again if they do not want to, as they come up to the ball. They do snap it. Final play is a swing out to Gainwell, breaks the tackle, and Gainwell can't get there. And we will get a fourth down decision on the other side of the quarter break. End of 3 from Pittsburgh. And it's 27-13, Houston on top. Start of the fourth quarter, it's a 2-touchdown game, and it's 4th and 1 for Pittsburgh. They're at the 45-yard line, and they need a yard, down by 2 touchdowns. This is a big play to start the fourth quarter for the Steelers. Looks like single coverage on the outside if they would like with DK Metcalf. 4th down and 1. Rodgers floats it deep, down the field, towards the end zone, incomplete. Off the hands of Thielen, and Houston takes over. Al Shire was there defensively. And on 4th and 1, they take the bomb shot, and it was nearly picked off, but he let it fall. And Houston takes over up by 2 touchdowns. So that quiets this crowd here at Acrisure. Houston up by 2 scores with the football. Woody Marks, who gets stuffed up front. No gain, and in fact, he lost a few yards. Harmon in on the tackle. And now this game turns over to the Steelers defense with the game in their hands. Second down and long. Stroud sets up a screen. This is Schultz, the tight end, and he takes it to midfield, and third down's on the way, and this is a big play early in this fourth quarter for the Pittsburgh defense. They've been doing their best to try to keep the Steelers in this game, not getting much help from their offense. Now a big chance to get their offense the ball back here on third down. On third down, Stroud pressured up the middle, gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Derek Harmon again forces an errant pass, and the Steelers defense does their job again. And now let's see if the Steelers offense can figure it out. Their defense is doing their part here in the second half. Punt angle towards the sideline, and out of bounds at the 1. What a punt. And the Steelers are backed against the wall. Here's Aaron Rodgers. 13 of 25, 223 through the air and a touchdown. He had that 68-yard touchdown pass to Calvin Austin. Backs against the wall. They need to go the length of the field to make it a one-score game. Starting at the 1-yard line, it's Pittsburgh. Dangerous territory. Handoff. Warren can't get out of the end zone. It's a safety. Kalen Bullock makes the tackle. And it's 2 points for Houston and the ball. That's a killer. And that was set up by the punt that went out of bounds at the 1-yard line, and Houston leads by 16 and get the ball back. And things are not looking good for the Steelers right now here early in the fourth. Boswell to send it away on the free kick. From the 10 to the 26, to the 31 rather. Woody Marks has had a good game. He's 87 yards on the day, 24 carries, 13 yards away from a century mark here in the wild card route. 13:23 to go. Houston up by 16. So it's still technically a 2-possession game, but the Steelers would now need 2 extra points after 2 touchdowns. First down ball at the 31-yard line. Woody Marks, left side, around the corner, and Marks got a first down. And a pickup of 11. 98 yards now rushing for Woody Marks in this game against Pittsburgh. First down ball at the 42-yard line. Here is Chubb. And Nick Chubb barrels his way for a few yards up the middle to the 45-yard line, pickup of 3. And it's been a heavy dose of the running game tonight for Houston. Second down and 7. Here's Chubb again, slipping through tackles, taking it to midfield, and third down on the way. Houston has stalled around midfield a few times in the second half now. Pittsburgh with another chance to force that, as Houston will have a third down and 2 right at midfield. Under center is Stroud, extra tight end into the right. Play action. Stroud under pressure, but he gets it to a wide open Chubb for a first down inside the 40. Good job by C.J. Stroud to not panic with the pressure in his face. And he's able to find Nick Chubb for a first down. Houston inside the 40-yard line. And any score here for Houston makes it a 3-score game. Chubb again. Trying to find space off that right side, and he's only able to pick up a yard. Second down and 9. Agumba Wale in the game at running back. Stroud over the middle, wide open. Nico Collins inside the 15. And Houston's in striking distance trying to put this game away. Nico Collins the catch. First down ball at the 13-yard line. RPO caught on the outside. Dalton Schultz takes it inside the 5. And it's first and goal at the 2-yard line. Nick Chubb in the game at running back. First down and goal. They give it to the up man, and not quite there. Second and goal. Second and goal from just inside the 1. Handoff. Chubb can't get there. Stopped again near the goal line. Wilson, third down and goal. Chubb remains the running back, third and goal from the 1-yard line. Chubb again, this time he's in, touchdown Houston. And that might send him to New England. Nick Chubb from 1 yard away, and the Steelers can't get the stop on defense they needed. The offense didn't help the defense out at all today, and it's 35-13, Houston on top with 8 minutes to go. And Mike Tomlin furious. And the media stirring. The Steelers looking like they're going to waste another playoff spot. 10 plays, 69 yards, 5:22 off the clock. Houston sends it back towards Pittsburgh from inside the 5-yard line. The return out to the 25. And that's where Aaron Rodgers and company will begin. Safety given up on their last drive. It's been a struggle on offense for Pittsburgh, just the one touchdown for them. They have not helped their defense out at all. Been setting them up for failure all night long. And is this the final 757 of Aaron Rodgers' career? Only time will tell. First down Steelers. Rodgers has all day. Slings it. Incomplete. Flag down though. In the secondary. There are teams The talk all week is that the Steelers continue each year and each out to waste a playoff spot, making the playoffs and then first round exits immediately in a blowout loss. And it's turning into that again here in Pittsburgh. As Rodgers goes underneath to Warren, who gets the edge, and Jalen Warren takes it into Houston territory. But there are teams sitting at home, not necessarily saying that they would make a difference in this matchup, but you got teams like Baltimore sitting at home watching this game, Indianapolis, if they can get the right guys, sitting at home watching this game, Cincinnati, who had a struggle start to the year with Joe Burrow being gone for a while, but they're sitting at home watching this game saying, we could have won this game. This one is overthrown again by Rodgers, and it's second down, looking for Freiermuth. So the final playoff spot, New England waits the winner of this game. It looks like it's going to be Houston. And then we'll have the divisional round matchups completely set. The schedule gets released after this game tonight. Rodgers floats it, pass incomplete off of the hands of Freiermuth, and it's incomplete, third down. But we do have the matchups. We know on Saturday it's going to be the NFC West matchup again, 49ers Seahawks, for their third game of the season, and then Bills Broncos will play on Saturday as well. Times and networks aren't determined yet. Third down, Rodgers finds Austin, who's a yard short. And you would have to imagine Pittsburgh's going to go for this. Then on Sunday, we have the Rams and Bears already locked in from Chicago. And then the winner of this game will take on New England on Sunday next week. Fourth down and inches. Rodgers gets rid of it, caught by Metcalf, and Metcalf fights his way inside the 15, first down. If I had to guess, Saturday, Bills-Broncos will be the first game of the day. Seahawks-49ers will be the primetime game on NBC, if I had to imagine. Here's the screen to Gainwell. Gainwell can't get to the 10, and it's a pickup of just 2. On Sunday, I would expect the Patriots game, between the winner of this game and the Patriots, to be the first game at the 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern Time Standard Time. Would be the first game on Sunday, and then the Rams-Bears in the second game. He had a wide open touchdown there and he missed it. Marquez Valdez-Scantling was open on the goal line. Rodgers overthrows another one, third down. And the reasoning behind that, there's a West Coast team in that bracket side on Sunday, which means that the NFL would probably want that to be the later window to ensure West Coast viewers instead of a 10 a.m. local time kickoff from Chicago. Third down and 8. Rodgers has time, fires to the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown. Valdez-Scantling. And finally, a good-looking drive there for Pittsburgh, but is it too little, too late is the question. And now they're going to go for 2 right here. And the extra point would make it a 2-score game. If they don't get this, it stays a 3-score game. Rodgers steps up under pressure, and Aaron Rodgers dives. How about that? Aaron Rodgers dives it in for 2. And what a play by the 42-year-old quarterback. And they're back within 15. Look at this. This is a 42-year-old quarterback putting his life on the line in a playoff game. So Pittsburgh back within 15. 5:19 to go here in the fourth quarter. Their defense must get a stop if they want to have any chance. Houston will start just across the 25-yard line. 5:15 to go. C.J. Stroud has been excellent in this game. And he's looking to put the finishing touches on this win and go to New England. Here is the handoff. Agumbawale running right side, and Agumbawale, his first carry, his second carry of the game. What up? Yo, yo, yo. What up, big South Philly? Here's the handoff up the middle for a first down. Just shy of the 40-yard line, and Houston off to a good start on this drive, trying to put it away. It's Brooks. First down, Agumbawale hit hard and barreled backwards. DJ Watt in on the tackle. And it's a loss of 5 for Agumbawale. So second down at 15. We're under 3.5 to go in a 2-score game. Handoff, Nick Chubb. And Chubb on second and 15 moves the chains. And that's a backbreaker for Pittsburgh. First down at midfield. Chubb up the middle, and Chubb. Wow, this drive is good for Houston. The Steelers defense needed a stop, and they are just not able to get one. They're starting to use their timeouts now, and it is not looking good. First down at the 36. Chubb again, up the middle again. Oh my goodness. Nick Chubb, another first down. And that one pretty much ends the game if it hadn't been already. 36-21 timeout Pittsburgh. This drive is all running plays, and they're just bursting right down the throat of the Steelers defense right now. Agumbawale back in at running back here for Houston. Agumbawale hit and dropped in the backfield. Highsmith first guy there. Ramsey finishes it off. And the Steelers use their final timeout. So Houston 229 away from New England in the divisional round. We'll get the schedule and networks at the end of this game. Second and 13. Here is Chubb, who gets brought down by Highsmith in the backfield again, and now third down. And that should take us down to the 2-minute warning. The Steelers can't stop the clock any longer. Dominating performance by Houston. It's only a 15-point game, but it feels like it could be a 40-point Houston lead right now. 36-21, 2 minutes to play. And it's third down and a mile here for Houston. But a field goal makes it a 3-score game. RPO, Schultz makes the catch, and Dalton Schultz lost the ball at the end of the play. It's picked up by Kirk, and he takes it out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Even when Pittsburgh had a chance for the takeaway they needed, they couldn't get it, and now we're going to get a review here. So let's see if he fumbled the football first of all, and now second of all, where's the spot if they say no? So they say no fumble. It doesn't matter. It's still a first down for Houston, and now they can go victory formation. What a win for Houston on the road in Pittsburgh. Was that the final time we see Aaron Rodgers on an NFL football field? That is the question surrounding the Aaron Rodgers story. Houston dominated this game, 36-21 the final score, and they are off to New England. Clock hits zeros, and that's it. Big win for Houston on the road, 36-21 the final score. And the Steelers are going home, and the Houston Texans are moving on to the divisional round. They have a date with the New England Patriots in Foxborough. And we now have all of the teams set to move on into the divisional round. On Saturday, it'll be the Seahawks hosting the 49ers in an NFC West rematch once again. And it will be the Bills on the road in Denver to take on the number 1 seeded Broncos. On Sunday, it'll be the Houston Texans traveling to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. And it will be the Rams on the road to Soldier Field in Chicago.